Now, this summer was the summer of superheroes with The Dark Knight, The Incredible Hulk, and a guy who we can say was very well suited for his job. Daily's Sam Rubin has that story.
Well, that sharp-dressed man is, of course, Iron Man, and he'd be nowhere without a special suit. Iron Man makes its DVD debut next week, and we visited the men who designed Iron Man's superhero suits for this story. You'll see only on Dailies.
And action!
Remember the first Iron Man suit Tony Stark made in that cave? It was courtesy of the Stan Winston Studios, where they've been creating Predators, Terminators, and meat-eating monster models for about 65 million years. And more recently, the Iron Man suits like the Mark I, not exactly light summer wear for Robert Downey Jr.
It weighs about 80 pounds, yeah. And he had to get in the suit, and mostly from the waist up, more of the hero shots. So when he'd open the mask, he'd see his face on the inside, and so yeah, he interacted quite a bit with the suit.
But the prototype superhero Mark I was actually a better fit than the red and gold Mark III.
Compared to the Mark III, this was probably more comfortable, just because it has more room in it to move around. I mean, they're all a little clunky and tough to wear for periods of time. You know, we would sit them down after each take so they could rest, and then they'd get up and go again.
The Mark I Iron Man suit is a throwback to the old school Marvel comic book character.
And I'm a big fan of the comic book. I have been since I was a kid. And if you go all the way back to the original Iron Man when it first came out, in I believe 68 or in the 60s, I know, that the original design of Iron Man looked very similar to this.
So in all, how many different Iron Men are there?
Well, there's 3 Iron Man suits in the movie. The first, which here we talked about, the Mark I. The second one is basically the prototype for the final suit, which is the Mark II. And for the most part, the Mark II and the Mark III are the same suit. They're just, he paints it to look red and gold. So it's the chrome silver version of what this looks like before it's painted up and geared up to look red and gold.
Tell you what, throw a little hot rod red in there.